All right, guys. I am wiped out. I just finished teaching the third module of zero to paid Medicare billing. And one of the things that came up tonight was understanding the nuances around obviously billing and coding and reimbursement and all that kind of stuff. We're always going to put the patient's needs first. There's no doubt about that. But there are huge opportunities, and I'm going to say huge discrepancies that I think need to come to light. And so here's my challenge. I was talking to my students today. I've got a bunch of students, right? Well, a couple students doing their clinical rotations with me virtually. And I was showing them examples. I was like, look, you guys are going to go out and apply for a job. And when you do, if it's going to be in a private practice setting, you might be the first person, the first applicant to ever walk into that job interview with a basic understanding and knowledge, not just of reimbursement, not just of insurance terminology and things like that, but you would actually be the first person to say, look, I can understand how my coding choices affect revenue and reimbursement. And so I showed them an example. I said, look, take a person who's working 35 hours, probably 40, but doing 35 hours of clinical treatment, doing 4 units an hour, right? And I gave them 3 examples. And I said, basically, person number 1 is going to do 4 units an hour in production, 35 visits a week, probably work 40 hours, 49 weeks a year. So when you have some vacation and holiday, one person can generate 600, wouldn't that be great? 163,000 in revenue for the same exact amount of units, hours, and documentation as the next person who might do 288,000 in revenue. 163 versus 288. And we're talking the same exact total volume of units. We're talking the same exact total volume of documentation and writing. We're talking the same exact number of total hours of patient contact and patient care. I mean, that's just astounding. Like, I didn't even realize it could be that dramatic. So here's what I'm telling you. I've got like 1,000 ideas of things that need to be covered. There's so much information that we need to discuss and we need to talk about and look at. I don't have time for everything. So I already told you guys and promised you guys, I'm putting out a little micro course, $10, maybe 12, on out-of-network billing. If you're not a contracted therapist, if you're doing cash pay, self-pay, whatever you want to call it, I want to take you through the process of how to understand out-of-network billing for non-contracted providers. I really want to spend some time helping everybody understand documentation. Everybody's in a hissy fit about, am I going to get paid for documenting and all this kind of stuff? I think that needs to be covered. That needs to be addressed. I really want to do something for new grads to help them understand how to leverage their knowledge and skill set in the marketplace, especially right now. In some geographies, jobs are hard to find. But I think with 2 or 3 little tweaks, I could show you guys how to be a hot commodity and how to blow your competition out of the water when you're looking at going to a job interview. And I want to talk about this. I want to share these different strategies to help you understand the nuances around billing, to really get the most for your time, not compensation, get the best patient outcome for the time you're putting in, help manage the cost of Medicare for both the patient, for the payer, and for the world, and help maximize the reimbursement for you as a practice owner, for the employer that you're working for. These are important concepts, and they're stuff that you're never going to be able to cover in school. I'm sorry, school can only cover so much. This is not on the plate. So guys, let me know. Hey, sweet. In the case out of network, yeah. So for out of network, talking about that, what I want to do is I want to go through the entire process. So first, does the patient have out of network coverage or not? How do you find out? 2, if they don't have out-of-network coverage, what are your options? 3, if they do have out-of-network coverage, are you going to accept assignment? What does that mean? What happens if you don't accept assignment? 4, if you do accept assignment, what can you bill the patient? What's the reimbursement going to be like? How do you find out? And probably 5, if you don't accept assignment, can you balance bill the patient? What's balance bill the patient? What keeps it legal? What is surprise billing? And where can you find this information? So that's the stuff that I want to cover for out-of-network billing. But most importantly, related to that, sorry guys, I wasn't planning on talking this long. I think if you are going to be cash-based and as a amenity, as an upsell, as an added value service, you're going to say, hey, we can also provide you with the super bill, or we can submit the claim on your behalf as a convenience. I don't want you to fall in the trap of patients coming to you because of insurance reimbursement. Patients should come to you because of you and your skill set and your knowledge and the amazing patient care experience you can deliver. And then as a surprise add-on bonus, hey, guess what? You might actually get some reimbursement. So Christy was saying CAQH website, how do I check insurance benefits that I enroll? So CAQH, specifically CAQH ProView, is where you would go to contract with most or a bunch of third-party payers. If you're looking at checking insurance coverage for commercial payers, you have a couple options. One is you can go to a clearinghouse like Office Ally, Availity, Ability. Some of them, like, I don't know if they're still free. Availity used to give it to us for free. They still give it to us for free, but we used to be a paid client of theirs for a long time. Office Ally will allow you to verify coverage, but there is a fee for it. It's a couple bucks or something, 10 bucks a month. I've got videos and tutorials showing you exactly how to do it because it is pretty confusing. Or you call the insurance company. You can gain a lot of information once you understand the process, and you can do it in a relatively, reasonable amount of time. But it's definitely a system that you have to learn and understand, or else you're just going to get the runaround and you're not going to know what the information means. And most importantly, you want to be able to take that information, synthesize that information, and put it into something that you can say to the patient, hey, Mr. Patient, this is the situation. These are your options. We have this, that, and the other. So you said you're currently using Office Ally software for billing. Awesome. Guys, I'm going to end this live because I didn't want to get into it. I just wanted you to tell me what you want. So keep posting your comments. I've got a hungry puppy out there that needs to get out. What course that we can pay for to help us? That's a great question. Let me come on tomorrow and I'll tell you the answer. I've got a bunch of little courses for like 10 bucks. I've got a flagship course for 500. I'll get back to you. Guys, thank you so much. I never get engagement on my lives. I'm like shocked. I don't know what to do. You have a fabulous weekend also. I hope you have a great Labor Day holiday.